We welcome you to our annual Hart Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm your host, Hart correspondent Stephen Davis. We are next joined by Park Women's Basketball all-time wins leader, head coach Norman Kenneth Cooper Jr. and Michaela Artis. Coach Coop, Michaela, how are things in Parkville today?
Going well.
Cold. Things are getting cold here.
That means it's getting to be basketball season. Coach, you've got Michaela sitting next to you. Introduce us to her and what she means to the program.
She's a returning honorable mention all-conference kid, looking to break that stride this year and show everybody what she can do. I think last year she started to, but her confidence this year is through the roof, where it needs to be. And I think she's ready to make that stride as being one of the top players in the conference, like second team, first team all-conference player. I think she's ready, and she's putting in the work to get the team there.
Michaela, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from and your journey that brought you to Park?
So I'm from Western Kentucky. It's about 8-hour drive, give or take. I think coming to Park, it was just being in that small culture that I was in high school that really brought me here. And it's really what's keeping me here too, like well connected with not only my teammates, but the people here on campus in general. It's just something to really value about Park is a small community. Like everyone comes to games, everyone's very supportive of each team and things like that.
Talk about the connection with the teammates. How is the team chemistry with the squad this year? How much have you guys enjoyed playing together?
Yeah, I think with so many returners, myself, Taylor Shelby, Angel Wiggins, she's a returner this year. There's quite a few people that have returned that are able to guide those that are coming in, and it's actually happened a lot faster than we thought it would. People are connecting, bonds are being made, so it's making it a lot easier on the court if we're talking communicating off court, which is going to roll over to the season and make us better than what we were previously. So with so many returners, with new girls coming in, cohesion it's there, like it's growing.
How much are you guys looking forward to playing in games here pretty soon instead of having to compete against yourselves in practice every day?
It's getting to the point where like, okay, like I'm tired of playing you. Like I'm ready. Like you're pushing me to where I need to be. Now I'm ready to play the people that we're preparing for. So I think with so many new girls coming in and like our sophomores that moved up last year, girls are realizing like they're the next ones up. So there's not much room for people to just be like, I might not play. Everyone's competing to the point where they know that they might touch the court in a game.
Coach, you've done this your entire adult life. You've had a successful playing career. You've coached at many different levels. What is it about the game of basketball that you love, and specifically teaching athletes all these years as a head coach?
It's just the life lessons, teaching these kids life lessons through the game of basketball. I mean, I think a team sport, you're going to use that on job and everywhere you go. And is that seeing the growth in them, not just on the basketball court, but off the basketball court as human beings, and then going on later on in life and staying connected with them. I think that's what keeps me in the coaching, because I got into to change kids' lives. So that's why I do it.
I was going to say, your teams always seem to play with great character on and off the floor. That's something always is noticed and said about your teams by opposing sides. How important is that element to the game for you?
It's big. It's real big, because we always want to play. We want to be tough, and we got to play tough. And the thing I like about this group, they're taking ownership in it. It's not just me this year, and I can see it with what Michaela was saying during practices. They're taking ownership in, okay, what we do matter. How we come to practice, how hard we participate and play against each other matter. And you can tell it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be great. We're going to compete, and we got the pieces to help the other ones that was here last year to compete at a high level. And we're just going to see what it leads to. Just keep coming to practice every day, keep taking care of business, and see what it leads to this year.
Obviously, the challenge of being in the Heart isn't getting any less. 4 teams to the national tournament last year, a national champion, 24 conference games this year starting in November. How much is the grind of that going to affect the team and how you prepare? And what does it mean that you've got to go against that type of schedule for almost your entire season now?
I mean, everybody just got to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing with college athletes right now. I mean, athletics in general, all teams. it's the injuries. You got to try to prevent injuries, try to do extra stuff. It even has me talking with some of my assistants and stuff about taking a day off and just doing a yoga day, like that Thursday when we got games, Wednesday, Saturday in conference because of it. Just doing on Thursday, just bringing them in, having somebody do yoga with them, teaching them to stretch and get it down and just stay away. So I think staying away from the injury bug for every team in the Heart is going to be good. But I've told people all the time, the Heart of America Athletic Conference is the toughest basketball conference in the nation, in NAIA. It is top to bottom. Nobody want to play us. I guarantee you that. They might call, but they don't even want to compete with that. So that's just.
Michaela, what's the challenge like competing in such a tough conference night in and night out during the season?
I think as I've grown from like my freshman year, like coming in at first, like I was the post player in high school. Like I was the post player. Like I was her. And then coming and seeing like there are girls here that are my size that have my abilities and things like that. So as I'm become a junior, like going in knowing that these girls are just as skilled as me, I have to continue to put in the work. Me and my teammates are realizing like nothing that you're doing is too extreme, like in our conference, like, so like Coach said, we do have a very tough conference. So we can't just come in like how you played in high school is not going to work here. How you played at your last school is not going to work here. Like we're playing tough girls. We're playing dogs pretty much. So you have to have that dog, that fight in you too. It's not going to just rely on your skill. It's going to rely on the fact that we can depend on you on defense. It doesn't really matter if you're good on offense. We're playing a defensive game. Like girls can shoot. We're in a shooting conference. We're in a tough guard conference. And just knowing that going in, girls are being prepared. Like we're preparing ourselves now for whatever team brings at us.
Coach, you do get a break from the Heart in December, or at least the schedule has a non-Heart team on there when you're playing NCAA Division II Rockhurst. Short road trip for you. How much are you looking forward to that ball game for your team?
I'm not looking forward to the Rockhurst game yet. I'm looking forward to 11 days away. We got Avila showing up at our place in 11 days. So, it's always nice to play an NCAA team to see where you're at, but we got Avila coming in our building on October 30th in 11 days. So we're getting prepared for that. And I'm preaching and telling them one game at a time. So that's the first one we're bringing up right now.
Coach, finally, what are some goals you have for your squad this year?
Just compete every day like we've been doing and let the cards fall where they are. Because I think it's something special about this group of kids we have this year. The way they came in competing and the way they're putting it together. And the bond that they have on the court and off the court. So I just want them to keep continuing to compete the way they compete and keep playing hard the way we play hard. And then we'll leave the cards how it may during the game.
Coach Coop, Michaela, thank you so much for the time. Good luck.
Thank you. You have a good one.